Dhara Rail Projects bags 4.94 crore maintenance contract from Central Railway. Synopsis: a 2-year maintenance work order from Central Railway has put a small cap railway services company in focus, with Dhara Rail Projects Limited securing a contract worth Rs 4.94 crore for the government maintenance depot at Ajni, Nagpur, adding to an order pipeline that has driven sharp revenue growth even as receivables and operating cash flow remain stretched. A small-cap railway services company came into focus after disclosing a fresh work order from Central Railway. The order, received from the Senior Divisional Electrical Engineer at the Electric Loco Shed in Ajni, Nagpur, covers maintenance activities outsourcing for the 12,000 HP government maintenance depot over a 2-year period. With a market capitalization of Rs 232.44 crore, the shares of Dhara Rail Projects Limited last traded at Rs 154.10 per share, up 0.13% from its previous closing price of Rs 153.90 apiece. Order update. The work order, valued at Rs 4,93,91,029.01, covers outsourced maintenance activities for the 12,000 HP government maintenance depot at Ajni, Nagpur, awarded by Central Railway's Electric Loco Shed division for a 24-month term. The company confirmed no promoter or promoter group interest in the awarding entity, and noted the related party question does not apply since the order comes from a government railway division rather than a corporate counterparty. Set against FY26 consolidated sales of Rs 57 crore, the order's total value works out to roughly 8.65% of 1 year's revenue spread across 2 years annualized, that is closer to 4.32% of FY26 sales per year. For a company of this size, a recurring 2-year annual maintenance contract with a railway division adds a useful layer of revenue visibility, even if it is not large enough to be transformative on its own. Dhara Rail's business model leans heavily on these annual maintenance and SITC contracts for railway rolling stock systems, so repeat order flow from Central Railway depots is the more relevant signal than the size of any single award. Growth, cash flow, and receivables. Consolidated sales rose from Rs 31 crore in FY24 to Rs 44 crore in FY25 and Rs 57 crore in FY26, with operating profit margin improving from under 4% to nearly 35% over the same period. Net profit climbed from Rs 3 crore to Rs 15 crore across those 3 years. The first half of FY26 alone delivered Rs 28.37 crore in sales and Rs 7.06 crore in net profit, suggesting the growth trajectory has continued. That said, 2 items are worth flagging before reading too much into the margin expansion. First, other income contributed Rs 2 crore to FY26's profit before tax of Rs 21 crore. Roughly 10% of pre-tax profit came from non-operating sources, a share large enough that operating performance alone looks more modest than the headline PBT suggests. Second, debtor days jumped to 175 in FY26 from 172 in the preceding year, and cash from operating activity has been negative in each of the last 3 fiscal years, including a Rs 7 crore outflow in FY26. Free cash flow has also stayed negative throughout this period. A company growing revenue and margins while operating cash flow stays negative is typically tying up an increasing share of profit in working capital, which makes the pace of collections on contracts like this new railway order and on the broader book worth monitoring rather than assuming away. It's also worth noting that Dhara Rail's equity capital base expanded sharply in the September 2025 quarter, alongside what appears to be a public issue on the SME platform, which affects how trailing return ratios such as the reported 35.7% ROE should be read relative to the smaller equity base used in earlier periods. Business and Financial Overview. Dhara Rail Projects Limited, incorporated in 2010 and based in India, is an ISO 9001:2015 certified company engaged in operations, maintenance, repair, and SITC of electrical and mechanical systems for railway rolling stock, executing contractual projects primarily for Indian Railways. For FY26, the company reported consolidated sales of Rs 57 crore and net profit of Rs 15 crore, with return on capital employed at 35.5%. Promoter holding stood at 74.56% as of the March 2026 quarter. Disclaimer: this article provides stock market news for informational purposes only and should not be construed as investment advice. Readers are encouraged to consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Dhara Rail 1.png, Dhara Rail 2.png, Dhara Rail 3.png, Dhara Rail 4.png, Dhara Rail 5.png.